Hi, my name is Taylor and I'm doing the second update to my 2020 Project Pan. Let's start with things that I've finished. Let's start there, because there are a couple of things. The first one is I had a Becca primer. I'll show a picture on the screen. And I finished it off in like 9 more uses. And I actually moved, so I didn't bring the bottle with me because I finished it before I moved and I didn't feel like I should, be transporting that. So the second item I hit my goal on was my Smashbox contour powder. And I hit a little bit of baby pan right there. And this, I just would use it on my cheekbones and under my chin, and I was trying to figure out how to nose contour and it wasn't going well. But I don't contour a lot, so I'm happy that I've gotten some use out of this, and I'm gonna probably still keep trying to use it here or there. So the final thing I have finished up is the lip gloss side of my Tarte Lip Sculptor Duo thing. It has a lipstick and a lip gloss, and I mean, there's technically still product, but it is so difficult, and you have to spend so much time scraping it to get any out that it's done. So now I'm just gonna go down my list and show you the progress on my other items. The first of which is this Bobbi Brown mini of the Vitamin Enriched Face Base, and I've had this in for a couple months. I used this 8 times, and the month before I had used it 3 times. So I don't think my markings are entirely accurate. It's just it's hard for this to stay standing up so everything settles, because it falls over really easily. So I'm slowly but surely getting through this. It's alright, it's fairly nice, but there's that. And then I've made a lot of progress on my Tarte stick foundation, the clay stick foundation. I will do the progress or the card photo where I'm marking it, but I do not have a lot left, and I used this 15 times. And I didn't think I was using a lot of it, and I still don't think I'm using a lot of it, but I'm getting through it quite quickly. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna scrape everything out of the base of it, because I normally don't do that, but I don't think I will. I don't love this enough, but there's the progress on that. I am working on finishing up my Hourglass Ambient Diffuse to Light powder thing. I'll have a picture of where it was, and here is where I am now. So I'm getting, this product that's in here is so thin, but I don't use a lot of this at once, so it'll probably take me a couple more months still to get through this, but there is that. I am using a Supergoop cream eyeshadow as my eye base, so this is really hard to track progress on, but here's kind of where I am now. It's just the product moves so much every time you put a brush in or your finger in that it's just, I have to keep pushing it on the side, and I think it's about where it is. It looks like I'm halfway done, but there's just so much product in here, and this was a very ambitious goal. I used this 19 times, so I've used this quite a bit. I'm also using my MAC Blanc type single to kind of set my brow bone, or highlight my brow bone, or set my eyelid. I'll have a picture of where it was, and then I see the end. I think in a month maybe I'll have to repress this, and then after that, I mean, who knows? There's a lot of eyeshadow still left, but I'm seeing the end with this one. I'm panning a non-retractable black eyeliner by Clinique, and I have used it 13 times this month, and she's still going. So this is just gonna take a while, because I don't like a super thick line, and I only just use this on my upper lash line, so I don't use a lot of it when I do use it, but there's that. And then I'm also working on my Armani purple eyeliner. I used this 7 times, and I'll have a picture of the card on screen of my progress, but it's not a lot, but I'm also not using it every day. If I were using this every day, I think there would be a lot more progress, but this is kind of going very slowly. And then I also have my Armani brown eyeliner, which is, I use it kind of with a brush as like a pomade in my brows, and I used this one 18 times, and we are like probably same-ish amount of progress as last time, but like we're getting through this. This is, I mean, it's still taking a long time, but like we're getting through this one. I only used my Tarte, like the lipstick side, I only used it like 5 times, so there's barely any progress on this. I just, because of like the move, I was having to go out more and like wear a mask. Obviously wear a mask, please. So I was outside and I just wasn't applying lipstick or a lot of lip products, so I only used this 5 times. So for my next product, I got a little ambitious last time, and I decided to throw in my Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette, mostly to just get more use out of this. I didn't come in with any like discernible goal. I'll have a picture of like what it kind of looked like last time, which was like it had been used but not heavily. And here's kind of what we're looking like now. So I used the cream blush 15 times. I used this 15 times, so I've used it a fair bit, and I just take like a brush and I dip it in there, and then I kind of put it on. And then I use the cream highlight 14 times, and I kind of focus my finger in this part, so you can kind of see there's a little bit of a dip forming, and that's just because I focus my finger and then I just like tap it on both sides. The powder highlight I have used 7 times, and there's a little bit of wear in like the middle of it, but I really like this highlight. It's just, let's swatch it. It's very pink and very like intense, kind of a little bit glittery too. Like it's so beautiful, but I've been moving. I haven't been wanting to wear like a glittery highlight. So I only used that 7 times. There's not a lot of progress on this. And then the powder blush I used 11 times. Like I would sometimes like top the cream blush with it, or I would use it alone. A lot of the time I did wear the cream blush alone though. Words. So you can see that there's like some wear, but not like, there's wear, but there's not like a dip. I also added in last time my NYX little contour stick in the shade medium. So I'll have a picture of kind of the card and whatever, like the progress I made on everything. The contour shade I used 14 times, so like we made a little bit of progress on that. Like you don't need a lot, and again, I don't even go like straight on my face with this. I take like a brush and I just kind of like blend it on from that, so I'm not using a lot of it when I do. And I haven't been going for a super bronzy look. I've been going for a very blushy look. That was kind of funny. The highlight side, which is kind of like a matte highlight, I used 16 times, and I've been tapping a bit of this to brighten my under eyes on top of the concealer that I'll talk about in a second, as well as, since my foundation is a little bit too dark for me right now, I'll put this on and then I'll mix this in with my foundation just like a little bit. So like we've made decent progress. I've made decent progress on this just because I've been mixing it with my foundation and tapping some underneath my eyes to brighten them. Speaking of that concealer though, I used this 16 times. Here are the kind of progress lines. It's an airless pump, so it goes up. So I started here and now I'm up here. Because this is just a hair too dark, which is why I've been tapping this over it, but it has decent coverage. It also has SPF in it. Cool, I wear sunscreen every day, and I do tap my normal sunscreen around my eyes just a little bit to protect them, but it covers and it looks fairly nice. So but I don't use a lot of it. The point I was trying to make is I only tap a little bit of it just because it's a little bit too dark. I feel like I've been rambling a lot, so I am sorry about that. I was thinking that I might add in a couple of things just because I finished off a couple of things. So the first of which, I don't want to add in too many things. What am I thinking? I'm adding in 3 items. The first of which is this random lip balm that somebody gave me. Can't tell you anything about it, but it's breaking. This is kind of a lip balm, and it's one of those that, like, when you put it on, it kind of like turns pink. So I put this on in like the morning, and I wear it like under lipsticks and things like that, just so my lips are a little bit more moisturized. So there's a fair bit of this left. I'll mark it on a piece of paper. I just want to see. It's like breaking though. You can see how it's leading, so I want to like use this up. I also want to add in, because it's summer, my skin's getting a little bit more oily. Sometimes I like to just put a little extra powder on sometimes I like to put a little extra powder on midway through the day. So I'm adding in this Color Science Sun Forgettable Brush On Sunscreen SPF 50. This is the same brand as who made the concealer, and like a lot of their products are like sunscreens that are like practical. So this is kind of like a way to reapply your sunscreen over your makeup. And I've had this for a while, and I haven't, like, the brush, like, you're supposed to like press down and like it'll distribute product as you're like blending. It's not a perfect system, so I'll see what I can do to get some use out of this and make it work better. The final product is, context with the final product. I don't really like setting sprays or like sprays. I don't really think they do anything. So I have a couple that I've used like a fair bit of, but I just want to finish them off and I don't really feel the need to repurchase them. And the first I'm going to start with is this Mario Badescu. It's like the lavender spray, and I'll mark it, but I do not have a lot left. The issue is hi kitty, my kitty, waking up. The issue is I never use it, like, and I don't like spraying it in the middle of the day because sometimes like that'll screw up my mascara. I don't know, I never use setting spray, so I'm gonna try. So that is the second update to my 2020 Project Pan. I feel like I'm getting really good use out of items that I really wouldn't be using by kind of doing it this way. I'm kind of forcing myself to find ways to make them work that I like them, which has been, I think, good. So thank you so much for watching.